Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Hope all of you are fine. I am Mahmudullah Sarmasu, lecturer, Department of English, Narshindi Government College, Narshindi. Dear students, I welcome all of you to my online class. Dear students, today I am going to take my third class on sentence connectors for the students of class 12. Dear students, you know, COVID-19 has affected the life of every person of the world. You are not an exception. It is an unprecedented situation where you cannot attend at your regular classes. That's why we, the honorable teachers of our college, are taking online classes for you. Dear students, I hope all of you will join every class that your teachers are taking. Dear students, without making any delay, let's start our class. Dear students, sentence connectors. Just at first, I will review of my previous class on sentence connectors. Dear students, you know, I have already taken 2 classes on sentence connectors, and this is my third lecture on sentence connectors. In my previous classes, particularly in my class 1, lecture 1, I have talked about definition of sentence connectors. I have given some examples on sentence connectors. I have also shown a question pattern for you, a good question. And in my second class, dear students, I have talked about different categories of different types of sentence connectors, such as correlative conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions, correlative conjunctions, and causative adverbs. I have also talked about different categories or list of sentence connectors. My dear students, you know, sentence connectors are words and phrases that are used to connect sentences together. Sentence connectors are very important for a student because sentence connectors help you to express your ideas clearly and perfectly. Sentence connectors make your writing cohesive and coherent. If you want to express yourself perfectly or correctly to others, then you have to choose correct type of sentence connectors when you go for writing or go for expressing yourself, dear students. Students, sentence connectors, lecture 3, outline. Students, this is my third class on sentence connectors. Today I am going to talk about different categories or list of sentence connectors. They include sentence connectors of order or sequence or serial or listing, sentence connectors of addition, sentence connectors of comparison, sentence connectors of contrast or opposition, sentence connectors of cause, sentence connectors of cause, effect or result. These are the 6 categories of sentence connectors, 6 types of sentence connectors. Today I am going to talk about. Dear students, I have divided sentence connector into different types of different categories so that you can easily find your correct word, perfect word while you go for filling up the gaps. Let's move to the next slide, dear students. So, sentence connectors of order, sequence, serial, or listing. At first, I am going to talk about sentence connectors of order, sequence, serial, or listings. Students, as I have mentioned earlier, the sentence connectors are words or phrases that are used to connect sentences or phrases together so that your writing can be cohesive and coherent. So, whenever you use these sentence connectors of order, sequence, or serial or listing, uses, look at the uses, or you want to arrange events one after another. If you want to arrange events one after another, if you want to put things in correct order, in right order, then you have to use these type of sentence connectors for your writing. Look at the words or phrases that belong to this group of sentence connectors of order or sequence. You can see firstly, at first of all, second, secondly, thirdly, fourthly, then next, after that, afterwards, before, after, later, in the end, at the end, lastly, at last, finally, in conclusion. So these are the words or phrases that will help you to put things in correct order, to arrange events one after another. Students, let us see the examples of sentence connectors of order or sequence or serial or listing. Examples. Sentence connectors of order, sequence, or serial or listing. Here I have given two examples for you. Example 1. Look at example 1. I will be very busy today. At first, I have to go to the bank to draw some money. Then, I will pay the school fees. After that, I need to go to the market to buy some apples. The students, look at the underlined words. At first, then, after then. These words actually are used to connect different sentences together. And these words, these connectors, basically these connectors have helped you to express yourself, to arrange events one after another. That's what you will do today. At first, you will go to the bank to draw some money. Then, you will pay the school fees. After that, you need to go to the market to buy some. You need to go to the market to buy some apples. So, at first, then, after that, these words, these sentence connectors has helped a person to express himself, to arrange things in correct order, to arrange things properly, to arrange events or acts in correct order. The students, next, go to example 2. Look at the example 2. There are many reasons behind unemployment problem in our country. There are many reasons behind unemployment problem in our country. Now I use sentence connectors to connect different sentences to show the events or acts, to show the reasons. To show the reasons here, to show some reasons, and I have arranged the reasons one after another in correct order. Look at the example. there are many reasons behind unemployment problem in our country. Firstly, our country is industrially backward. Firstly, look at the underlined word. Secondly, our system of education fails to give a student an independent start of life, as it has little provision for vocational training. So I have got second reason. Then thirdly, our students and youths have false sense of dignity, so they run after jobs only. So I have arranged some reasons here, one after another, to show the reasons behind the unemployment problem in our country. And I have arranged these reasons, sentences together with the help of sentence connectors of order or sequence, or serial or listing, such as firstly first, secondly second, thirdly third. So dear students, you can see sentence connectors of order or sequence or serial or listing. You can get the meaning. Is the meaning from the title. Will help you to arrange things one after another properly. Yes, students, let's move to the next slide. What I have for you. Now you can see second type of sentence connectors, categories of sentence connectors of addition. When will you use this type of sentence connectors? While you express yourself or while you go for writing anything? Uses, look at the uses. While you want to add something. While you want to add more information. While you want to add additional information with your previous information. Then you will use these type of sentence connectors. Look at the words. Look at the words carefully, students. In addition, additionally, besides, moreover, further, furthermore, and, as well as, also, to, similarly, likewise, in the same way, both and, either or, neither nor, not only but also, apart from, words more, along, then, again. So these are the words, yes students, these are the connectors, sentence connectors are used to add something, to give more information, to add additional information with your previous information. Look at the examples, yes students, on sentence connectors of addition. My first example is with in addition. Amir has a nice watch. In addition, he has a costly cell phone. So Amir has a nice watch. In addition, besides, moreover, furthermore, he has a costly cell phone. So I have added more information what Amir has basically. Then look at the second example of in addition. Fletcher writes short stories. Writes short stories. In addition, he writes articles for a newspaper. So Fletcher not only writes short stories but also writes articles for a newspaper. I have added more information about Fletcher. Then examples with besides, moreover, furthermore. Look at the example. You can use any one of them. Besides, moreover, furthermore, in addition, any one of them. The man has a big house. Besides, or moreover, or furthermore, he has a new car. Harry plays football. Moreover, he works at a restaurant. So here, two sentences are connected with the help of besides, moreover, for the moon, etc. This type of sentence connectors we can see are used to add more information with your previous information. Then look at the example 2 with 2. He helps all his brothers. He helps his neighbors too. Similarly, you should respect your teachers. You should respect your parents. Similarly, you should respect your teachers. Then he came to my house. He came to my house and attended my birthday party. So, dear students, you can see, in addition, besides, moreover, from, to, similarly, and this type of sentence connectors are used to add more information, to give more information about a person or a thing with the previous information. Go to the next slide, dear students. More information, more examples on sentence connectors of addition. You can see either or, neither nor, both and, as well as, not only buttons. These are the sentence connectors, they are called sentence connectors of addition, and these sentence connectors will help you to give more information, to add more information together. Either you or your brother has done this. Either you or your brother. Neither Ripon nor Dida will help you. Neither Ripon nor Dida. Both Asif and Ahmed speak English well. As well as Rupa, as well as sister will visit us. Not only Rupa, but also our sister will visit us. Not only but also. I am very happy with the new employee. He is not only sincere but also efficient. So, these are the words or phrases that actually join more information together. Okay, dear students, let's move to the next slide. What I have for you. You can see such as connectors of comparison or similarity. So, uses. Why will you use this type of sentence connectors? If you want to compare two things, then you will use this type of sentence connectors. Let's see one of the words or phrases that belong to this group. In comparison, similar to, similarly, likewise, in the same way, in similar way, also, correspondingly, equally, to, both and, the same as, then, just as, just like, same as, so as. So these are the words, these are the connectors, these are the conjunctions that will help you to compare two things, to show similarity between different objects or different persons, different actions. Look at the example. Let's see the examples. I have given 3 examples on sentence connectors comparison or similarity. First one is correspondingly. Both you and he are to blame. Both you and he are to blame. You will be punished for your misconduct. Correspondingly or similarly. Here you will find similarity. He will not be spared. So correspondingly, he will not be spared. He will be punished. He will also be punished. In the same way, John was a victim of circumstance. John was a victim of circumstance. Sam was victimized in the same way. So they both are victim of circumstances. So there is similarity. In the same way, the connector in the same way has shown the situation that both of John and Sam are victim of circumstances. Then both and two examples on with both and both you and he are to blame. You will be punished for your misconduct, correspondingly he will not be spared. Look at the underlined word, both and. Both you and he. Two subjects are joined together, connected together. Another example, mobile phone has both advantages and disadvantages. Mobile phone has both advantages and disadvantages. So both and. Going to the next slide, dear students. Now, I am going to talk about sentence connectors of contrast or opposition. You can easily understand, you can easily guess this type of sentence connectors will be used actually to oppose two events or two acts. Look at the uses. Why do you want to oppose two events or acts? If you want to oppose or contrast between two events or two acts, then you have to use these type of sentence connectors. And they will connect two sentences together or two clauses together. Look at the words though, although, even though, even if, in spite of, despite, or otherwise, but, on the contrary, on the other hand, whereas, why, even so, instead, yet or still, however, anyhow, nevertheless, nonetheless, notwithstanding, by contrast, in contrast to, conversely. So dear students, these are the words or phrases, conjunctions, red verbs. They will help you to express or to oppose two events or acts. Let's see the examples. Examples on sentence connectors of contrast or opposition. First example is given with nevertheless or nonetheless. He was sick before his examination. Nevertheless or nonetheless, he did well in the examination. In spite of his sickness, he did well in the examination. So, look at the connectors nevertheless or nonetheless. This connector nonetheless or nevertheless has been used to show the opposite picture what was shown in first sentence. Then next example, despite or in spite of. Despite or in spite of hard work, he could not succeed. He worked hard, he really worked hard, but he could not succeed. This opposite picture is shown here with the help of the word despite or in spite of. Then, however or anyhow, you could do well in the examination. Sorry, you could not do well in the examination. However or anyhow, you will be wrong. That man has much money. That man has much money. He is a rich man. However, he is not happy at all. He is not happy at all. Although the man is rich, he is honest. Although she loves her job, she decided to quit the job. She loves her job, but she decided to quit the job. Maybe there are some reason. Okay? So these words, these connectors are used to show the opposite events, opposite acts, what was shown in the previous sentences. Yes, students, more example of sentence connectors of contrast or opposition. Look at the examples. First example is with instead. He does not study at all. Instead, he keeps his time. He does not study at all. He should study hard, but he does not study at all. Instead, he kills his time. On the contrary, or on the other hand, I always help him. Certainly, you will get opposite picture. On the contrary, or on the other hand, he misbehaves with me. I don't hate Jim. On the contrary, I am rather fond of him. I don't hate Jim. On the contrary, I am rather fond of him. In contrast, house prices have gone up this year. In contrast, car prices seem to be stagnating. So, total opposite pictures are shown here. House prices have gone up this year, whereas car prices seem to be stagnating. But the boy started hard, but he failed. Two clauses are joined together, but with the help of but it shows opposite picture. Yet still, he worked fast. Yet or still, he could not reach college in time. Then, why or whereas? You always help your brothers. Why or whereas they don't like you. So, these are the words, connectors are used to show the opposite events or opposite acts that actually happened earlier in past sentences, previous sentences. Okay, yes, students. Now it's time to talk about sentence connectors of clause or reason. Sentence connectors of clause and reason. Why will you use this type of sentence connectors in your writing? In your paragraph or essay? Uses why you want to show cause or reason. Look at the words since, for, because, as, due to, why, for this reason. These words will help you to show cause, to show reason for your actions, for your deeds. Look, let us see the example. Examples of sentence connectors of cause and reason. Examples which means because, as, for. You can use any one of them. He could not attend school. Since or because or as or for, he was sick. Because of his sickness, he could not attend school. So, since, because, as, for shows cause. What was the cause? He was sick. Why? I do not know why he is absent. I do not know the reason why he is absent. So, why is used to show the reason. Here, I do not know the reason. For this reason. Large countries have more financial resources. Of course, they have. For this reason, it is easier to raise money to support athletes of those countries. So it is easier for those countries to raise money to support their athletes as the poor countries cannot do. So here for this result is used to show us or reason. The reason is large countries have more financial resources. I think you have understood all my examples, dear students. Let's move to the next slide. Here you can see sentence connectors of cause, effect or result. Here you will find result of your previous action. Uses while you want to show the result of the previous action. You have done something and you will find the result of your previous action, and you can express this type of result, circumstances, consequences with the help of this word. So the words are so, therefore, hence, as a result, as a consequence, consequently, in consequence, eventually, accordingly, thus, naturally. These are the words that will help you to show the result of your actions. Let's see the examples. Dear students, here I have given some examples for you which show result. First one is given with so or therefore. He has walked 5 miles. He has walked 5 miles. So therefore, or as a result, he is feeling tired. Mary studied hard for the English exam. Mary studied really hard for the English exam. Therefore, she got an A+ in English. So or therefore, so the result. As a result, as a consequence, consequently, eventually. You can use any one of them, yes, friends. He was absent from the class. He was absent from the class. Let us see what is the result of his absence. Eventually, he could not bring the homework. He could not bring the homework for his absence from the class. So, result is he could not bring the homework. Cause is he was absent from the class. It rained heavily because what is the result? Consequently, the football game was called off. Football game was called off because it rained heavily. She made one big mistake. This is the cause. Listen. Result, as a result, she lost her job. Result is she lost her job. Thus, Adil is very insincere. Adil is very insincere to his study. Does not study at all. Thus, he wastes his time, or he always fails in the exam. So, the cause is Adil is very insincere. Does not study at all. Result is he wastes his time or he fails in the exam. He does not get good marks in the exam, good grades in the exam. This is the result. Yes, students, now I am going to give you homework so that you can study it. Your homework is sentence characters, word questions, 2016. Students, as you are staying at home, try to do your homework on Good Question 2016 on sentence connectors. And certainly, you have to show your homework to me. I am the college video friends. So dear students, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining in my class. Thank you very much for watching me. You know, I have already taken 2 other classes on sentence connectors. And this is my 3rd class, 3rd lecture on sentence connectors. I think my classes have helped you or will help you to a great extent to continue your studies during this difficult time of COVID-19. Dear students, I hope I will come back very soon. I will come again very soon with another class for you. So stay safe, stay blessed. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes.